Day 13 of building a game every day. Today I continued the desert theme, and I also continued the story established in yesterday's game. A while ago I had an idea for a story-based game where you take various actions, learning information, training resources, and unlocking other actions. At the time I thought it would be too complicated. It sounded like it would be complete spaghetti, with each action arbitrarily enabling or disabling others, adding or removing resources, etc. This time I thought up a simple system to handle them. I made an action class with every interaction listed: item required, item consumed, item gained, requires other action to be completed, if it sets a flag or requires a flag. Then I made a function that enables or disables an action based on all these factors. It checks if you have the required items, if the prerequisite actions have been performed, if the right flags are set, if the action has already been completed, etc. It's actually quite simple. Once I had this function, I made a list of actions. Now when you perform an action, it waits for a timer, then sets all the right flags, modifies your items, then runs that function on each action, enabling or disabling them. So even though the game itself is a tree that spreads out, I only need to deal with a list of actions in code. I was a little surprised by how simple it was, and I think I could have easily extended it to deal with things like different locations. Once I had the system running, I made the actions, and then it was basically done. The art style was minimal this time, but mechanically the game is complete. This game could easily be extended to be hundreds of hours of content with thousands of actions and dozens of items. However, once again, the scope was too big. I didn't end up adding sound effects, music, or animation. If I was going to rewrite this system, I would focus on only setting flags. Each action would have some text that plays at the start and the end of the timer, and then it would set flags. And then each action would only check flags. I think that's really all you need, because if you add an item to the inventory or remove it, you're essentially just setting a flag. A special flag, but still a flag. Same with if you check if another action was completed, it could easily be a flag. That was my key takeaway for today. There could be a simpler way to do things. So this is the game that I came up with after 3 hours. The full gameplay is too long to upload in this video, so I'm going to upload it separately, but this will give you a taste of how it works. You can take an action, and then that action will probably unlock other actions. The story is you just arrived at the fortress, and now you're settling in for the night. You want to try and get some food, some water. You'd also like to gain some favour with the caravan heading in the same direction as you, so you can resupply. The gatekeeper seems a bit sus too, so you'd like to avoid bandits. And that's it.